Hello, ladies and gents. This is using the Pythagorean theorem and a quadratic equation to find side lengths of a right triangle. So I have illustrated the problem here. We have that the shorter leg that I defined as S is 8 centimeters shorter than the long leg that I defined with capital L. And in here you can see the shorter and the longer legs. And the other part of the information is that the hypotenuse H is 8 centimeters longer than the longer leg. So it is H equals L plus 8. It says find the side lengths of this triangle. We're going to use the Pythagorean theorem that in this case with these letters would be h squared. And remember, we always start with the hypotenuse, and is the one that is alone in one of the sides of the equation. Hypotenuse squared equals the other two sides squared and added together. So let's proceed with this. With the information we have, we can substitute everything. I'm going to quit using colors for saving time. We have h, that is L plus 8 squared, equals s, that is, yes, actually I'm going to, wait a second. I'm going to subtract s in both sides of the equation, s squared. You will see why, because it will help me with one big steps with the calculations. It's good that we have h and s in the other side, because since we want to find the value of L, then it's good to have it in here like alone. Okay, so h, that is L plus 8 squared minus s, that is L minus 8 squared, equals L squared. Now let's expand these two binomial squares. Squared, it is L squared plus 16L plus 64 minus L squared minus 16L plus 64 equals L squared. Okay, I kept the parentheses for you to locate each of the binomial square. Okay, so now this is why I did this step previously, because this negative sign is going to change the sign of this second binomial squared, and it will be easier if we have all of this already in the same side. So L squared minus L squared is 0, and 64 minus 64 is 0. So we are only keeping the 16L 2 times, right? So we have a 32L equals L squared. Okay, in here we could use factorization for finding the value of this variable, the value that makes this equation true. But in here, well, I mean, you can always use the quadratic equation, the quadratic formula. So let's use that. I'm going to continue in this part. I'm going to subtract 32L in both sides of the equation to make it look like this. And now we can see that, okay, which color should I use? In here, to use the general formula, in here A is 1, B is minus 32, and C is 0, right? So let's use the general formula. X equals, no, wait a second. X equals minus B plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times ac divided by 2 times a. Okay, so the value of b is minus 32. The value of b is minus 32. The value of a is 1 and c is 0. And then we have 2 times 1 equals 32 plus and minus. You can input this in the calculator. Minus, actually, I'm going to put it in the calculator. Wait a second. Okay, this will give us x1 and x2, right? Okay. Okay, now let me put everything in here. We have, thanks for your patience. Okay, we have this, like this, squared, minus 4 times 2. So it is minus 32, minus 32, 1 and 0. 1. Okay, so the first one is 32. The first solution is 32. And the other one, if we use the negative sign here, it will be 0. All right, so that, of course, is giving us the value of L, right? We used to put X, but actually what this is giving us is the value of L. So let me put it there, L, L1, L2. Remember that L is the green, the longer leg. So it is impossible that there is a triangle with one of its sides as 0, so we're not going to consider this case when L2 is 0. But we have that L is 32. And now we can find out the value of S, because L is 32 minus 8. That means that S equals, 24. And H equals L plus 8, and L equals 32. That means that H equals 40. We have all of our values in here. Let's input that. Short there, 24, longer, 32, and hypotenuse, 40. Check. Thank you.